Hi, and welcome to Coach's Corner, where systems matter and both personal and professional learning and development is beneficial for everyone and essential for some. As always, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification bell. Let's get started.
So going into business skills,
Yeah.
how would, I know we talked about training to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Is there any way to train to become a business owner?
Yeah, but it won't be probably what you think. So no matter what you're doing, kids, there's a lot of young entrepreneurs or potential.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing, give it your all.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what it is. So we were taught, it was partially in my DNA,
Yeah.
but my environment was taught that way, the circumstances, So even at a young age, right, when I was doing my chores, I did them to the best of my abilities.
Right.
I used to tell my kids, like, hey, if you're going to go and, clean that tile,
Yeah.
I want to be able to eat off of it, right? Clean it to the best of your abilities. Well, how do you do that? Oh, there's a little system I have, So, you're thoughtful about it. You take ownership of it, and then you go and you smash it. Do the best you can, meaning at it, and so on and so forth. So even when I was, at 8 years old doing the 3 paper outs, I cared about it. And I think I had told you the story before, but it just, the stories are the stories. This guy, it was an apartment complex where we delivered partially to, and he's like, gosh dang it, I want that doggone paper right here on my doorstep when I get out. Because, sometimes we'd get careless.
Yeah.
Because we were trying to get home quicker than your brother.
Right.
So we were thoughtful about it. We weren't, careless too much, but there'd be times you got a bad start. You get a flat tire, you got to freaking carry your bike. But anyway, and so I put it on his door to where he opened it and fell into his door. Right? Because I didn't know at the time that I was learning all of these skills.
Yeah.
But not just the skills, but the mindset.
Yeah.
And so everything I did, I tried to do it at the fullest capacity.
Right.
Except for like in school,
Yeah.
I could just kind of breeze by and get A's and B's without. You were kind of like that, didn't have to study and stuff.
I tried pretty hard.
Yeah, I've heard the stories. Your friends are like stressed out. You're like, what? We got a test today?
Yeah.
Right? But I just think that, no matter what, God's teaching you something. Along the way, so why not give it your best, because you don't know where it'll come back, but guess what, it always comes back.
Absolutely. When starting out a business, and you talked about the couple that owned the restaurant spent 12, 14 hours a day. Do you think it's tough to have both a personal life and a business owner life to put together, or to have both of those at the same time?
Yeah, but life's not easy, right? If it was easy, we'd all do it well.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that do it well, but there's a lot of people that don't do it well. Yeah. So, and just to make sure I understand your question, so you're saying that you work and you have a job on the side, is that both or no?
Oh, no, I'm just saying you just started your own business.
Oh, okay.
And you're getting it started, so you're working 10 to 14 hours a day and having a personal life outside of that with friends and...
Yeah, right. I think there, whoever used the word balance, I'd like to have a talk with them. We should take it out of the, Webster's dictionary. Because as I've said before, with my holistic system, which is spiritual, religious, family, friends, health, physical, personal, social, and then career material, I look at this as not balance. Mm-hmm. I think that's unobtainable.
Yeah.
But I look at it more like an orchestra or playing music or a band. Sometimes the trumpets are at the highest. They're going, right?
Yeah.
And that may be your career material at that time.
Right.
So when you're first starting, you're going to have to sacrifice maybe a little family and friend time or some personal social time or whatever.
Right.
Because, you can't do all of them.
Yeah.
Right? They do that in music, but I don't know if it's called the crescendo or whatever. I need to look that up probably. But whatever that is, they'll do it for like a short period of time. But if it's a 3-minute, musical thing, the flutes are going and the trumpets are soft. And then the drums are going and then at the end they're all going. So there's times where you would have to be able to do that. and I think that's okay. I call it harmony, not balance.
Got it. Okay. And so now going to talk about, you work your 8-hour shift at wherever,
Yeah.
and you have the startup and you're working that, when you do that, when you were doing that, because I know that you had that when you were teaching, you had your own little business going, what was your commitment, let's say, where you're like, okay, I'm going to spend 4 hours a day, I'm going to spend 5 hours a day, or did you have one? Was it just, I'm going to do whatever I can that day?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a little bit of both and. It's going back to the budget. So I budgeted my time. Sometimes things went quicker.
Yeah.
So if I budgeted for an extra 5 hours a day, it was 3 hours.
Right.
Cool. Right? Other times it was 7 hours.
Yeah.
And as long as you're communicating that with your spouse or your mother in this case, then, they tend to understand what's going on. But you would have a budget of time. I'm going to spend 4 hours today. Well, life happens.
Yeah.
The baby throws up on your shoulder sometimes.
Right.
And you're not going to just go and, to a business call with, you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
But I think it's good to have some parameters, but not be so, restrictive and, it's got to happen and I got to be a robot, because that's just not real.
Right. And so, we're talking about the categories business skills.
Yeah.
What would you say the number one business skill outside of, your systems? I think those are number one, but outside of that, what do you think the number one skill to have is?
I don't know. That's tough, man. But I mean, if I had to say one thing, selling, because no money, no mission. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
So, I always tell people that business is really a 3-step process.
Yeah.
Number one, you got to come up with a service product or some merchandise, something that you can sell.
Yeah.
And then you got to blink to the world. You got to get it out there. Hey, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Right? Blink, 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 blink. Try to get people's attention.
Right.
Right? And then you're going to get customers or clients or POIs.
Yeah.
And then you better take real good care of them. Right? And so you're taking care of them. That's the one turntable. And you don't need to go back up necessarily and figure out what is your next product, merchandise, whatever. Maybe you do. Maybe you want to have more than one SKU. Right? Maybe you want to have 3,000 lesson plans, which we do. Right? But maybe not two. I mean, if you look at In-N-Out, they got a pretty simple menu.
Yeah.
Right? Single, double, or whatever. And then, oh, by the way, that secret menu on the side, I'm like, because me and my buddy, when I was teaching PE, he would go there, and I'd drive him. Every day we'd go to doggone In-N-Out. And I said, dude, what's your deal? Got to get my vegetables. I said, you idiot. That one little slice of tomatoes, your vegetable? He goes, yep. And I was like, is that what you non-veg. I don't eat much vegetables, but I'm learning.
You get 2 tomatoes and a chicken sandwich at Burger King. So when I get 2, there's 4. That's pretty good to me.
Eat your vegetables. That's the 9th good nugget, right? The 10th. I got to take out my shoes. There's the 11th good nugget.
When you talked about your day and talking about time, that's the one thing everyone shares, no matter how old you are, what color skin you are. Everyone has the same amount of time, no matter what.
Yeah.
And so you have to manage that time. And I know personally, and I think a lot of other people run into a problem with managing that time. So what are some things that you've done to help you manage your time on a daily basis? Because I think that you're pretty good at that.
Yeah, system, right? I can do more things in 2 hours because I'm systematized. Is that a word, systematized? Sounds good. You don't know. I ask you about words. What'd you get in English language art, like a C?
88?
I didn't say on one test. I'm a clumper. I meant the whole grade.
I mean, maybe it was an 85. But, I like to exaggerate a little.
85, 87, whatever it takes. What was the doggone question?
Why do you...
now you forget.
No, talk about time management.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, system. So I seriously can get more done in 2 hours than most people can get done in 8. Because things come very quickly to me. So I do have some art, what I would call talent.
Yeah.
But I've also married that with the science, which is what I call systems, processes, procedures, habits, customs, whatever you want to call that. I call them systems. It's my tagline, why systems matter.
Right.
But to me, it's the ultimate time hack.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah.
right? So if I say to you, hey, we're gonna go take 10,000 pieces of wood up the street, up the street, and you just go and grab one or two at a time and start walking.
Yeah.
And I have a system that I already kind of done it from the past.
Yeah.
And I quickly just, my mindset, I'm gonna kick his butt, organize what I need, a wheelbarrow, and 2 trucks, whatever. I go call Johnny, whatever.
Yeah.
Then I just go do it. I'm gonna kick your butt, and I'm gonna kick your butt bad.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets even more important. That's just on a one-off. What about if we had to do the same thing 100 times?
Yeah.
I destroy you.
Right. Well, not me personally. But
Yeah, you personally.
No.
You'll be destroyed. It's the Greek in him. He's competitive looking at it. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the reality is that if I'm able to, that's why experience is important. Because even if it's informal and you've experienced it, even if you don't have a set formalized system, you're still going to be faster than the guy that's never done it. But I'm going to be faster than both of you because I've not only have I done it, but I've systematized it, and I can make a slight tweak or adjustment to the system to fit that specific whatever it is.
Right. Got it. Gotcha.
If you need to contact Brett or Coach, please do so on his social media accounts, email, and or text. You can find that information in the description below. Again, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hit the notification bell. Thanks, and we hope you enjoyed.
No, so I pull on it, it catches. So again, I pull the thing, the hanger goes in the deal, and noise wakes up my wife, poor gal, and all this stuff.